Okay, so I wanted to build a quick video tutorial on the creation of websites. And the reason for doing this one in particular is I'm still working with a lot of people that don't know how to build a website or are intimidated by HTML programming or something along those lines. And the reality is that everything in terms of information, in terms of management of projects, in terms of collaboration, is moving to the cloud. And you need to immediately understand how to leverage the web as a tool, not just for research or reading or watching lolcat videos, but also as a tool to help you create, to collaborate, to manage clients, to store information, to push your information out, to work towards publication, all types of things that really need to be happening online. The easiest website creator that I found, the one that I use the most, it is certainly not the prettiest, but it is very effective, is Google Sites. So in particular, if you're one of my 225 students, this is going to be the only website builder that you're going to be using. After you get the knack of this, I'd recommend looking at Wix or certainly some of the blog websites like WordPress. That's one of my favorite content creation online pieces as you move forward in your ability to build websites with sort of interactive site builders like Google Sites. But this is a great starting point. So the first thing that you need is a Google password or a Google account. It's completely free. That's one of the other reasons why we're going to use it. If you do a Google search for Google Sites, you should come to this right here. You're going to, if you already have a Gmail account, like an email address with Gmail, you can just use that exact same account, or with YouTube or anything in the Google family, Google Plus, whatever. It's all the same account. So just put in your email address and your password, and that should take you to a page that looks something like this. And as you can see, I use Google Sites a lot. These are all the websites that I've built, plus probably this many that I have deleted. But the process is very simple, and I'm just going to walk through all of it. So the first thing that we're going to do is click Create. So the name for the site, I'm just going to use HSA Delete Me Dave. And you can see that that's going to build the website address sites.google.com/site/HSA Delete Me Dave. Select a theme. You're going to select simple. Please don't do any flowers or sparklies or even something as simple as Terra Water. Let's keep it simple. Eventually you can use glitter if you really want to, if it's relevant to your project. But what I'm most interested in right now is learning and data. I want to be able to see your data very clearly and plainly on the site. I can do more options, site description, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Please don't check this site contains mature content, because you are not going to put any mature content on the website, only immature content on the site. And then you have to do these weird word things. I believe that is Renspork for me. I almost never get them right the first time. We'll hope for this video I do. And I did not. PIC, no, that's a D, maybe AYFU. I don't even want to take a gander at what that word is. I did get it right that time, I think. So right now it's creating my site. And I already have content online. For those of you that have never built a website before, it is that easy. So the next thing we've got to look at doing is how do we start adding content to the website. So really simple. I've got two key buttons that you're going to be using: edit page and add a new page. So let's just start by editing the page. So underneath home, that's a really good place to start. We're going to go ahead and just type in some words for this. Hello world. Ugh, wow. It's Tuesday, but it's Monday for my typing fingers. Hello world. Okay, so if I go ahead and click save, I now have a website right here that says home and hello world. Really, really simple. So let's talk about adding a new page to this. I'm going to go new page. Now, for this class that you guys are in 225, how you organize your website is going to be part of how you're graded. If I can't find your content, I cannot grade your content. So let's be very careful about organizing it. Your first assignment is in, I believe, 4 components. So let's just go ahead and build a page that is 01 component 1. Let's put it underneath the home page. That's a good spot for it. And I'm going to go ahead and click Create. So now I'm going to go ahead and click Save. I've got my home page, Hello World. Underneath my home page, I have a component 1 page. That's how I want to see these organized. So all of the projects organized underneath your home page. So if I want to edit this page, I'm going to click the pencil, edit page, and I'm ready to add some content. So we know how to add text. You simply type. Let's look at adding an image. So I'm going to go Insert, Image, and in particular these first couple of components, we are going to be bringing in PDF data. So I don't want to embed a PDF page directly into this website. It can kind of make a mess. So we're going to go through a process, really simple process. Here's a PDF document. Your first document that you'll be putting in the website is going to look something like this. Okay. So I'm going to go File, and I'm just going to simply push these images out as JPEG files. So really simple to do. Save as, image, JPEG. And I'm going to place those underneath web images. You can see I've already done this once, so I'm just going to save and overwrite them. Save, yes, 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 and yes. And one more yes. There we go. So all 7 pages of this PDF document have now been converted to JPEGs. Much easier to embed into the website. So I'm going to go back to my component 1 page. Let's hit cancel. Let's do a quick review. I was at Insert, Image. Now I'm going to insert the JPEG images that we just exported from the PDF file. I'm going to go Browse, page 1 of my PDF document. Open. So this is actually on my computer. As soon as I clicked Browse, let's just look at the directory structure here really quick. Not exactly what I wanted. Let's go to Desktop. That's the desktop on my computer. You can see it's a cluttered mess. It's great. Web images, assignment 1, open. It's actually going to upload this to Google Sites. I'm going to click OK. That image is embedded into my web page. Now I have a couple of options on this image. I can make it a small image, which now I can't read it. A medium image, still can't read it. Large image, still can't read it. I want to keep it as the original. Okay, it's going to mean it's fairly large on the page, but we're really not looking at adding any text with these images right now. So I'm going to be perfectly fine with that original size. So I'm going to click underneath here, and then I'm going to hit enter to give myself a little bit of space. And I can certainly add more text here. Hit enter a couple of times, and now we can certainly add in another image. Now, this is not, Google Sites in particular is not a layout program. You do not have the flexibility of placing images and text everywhere like you would in, say, InDesign or something like that. You're working in an HTML language. You're just working in an editor that is sort of hiding your HTML language. So you need to be aware that that's what's going to happen. The easiest way to think about organizing this is just to keep it simple, keep it straightforward. Image, text, image. I'm going to click underneath here again. More text. Keep it straightforward. For right now, your first couple of websites that you're building, clarity is your key, not bells and whistles and drama. Okay, so as I'm done editing, I'm going to click Save. Do take note that every now and then Google Sites is going to screw up saving. Okay, it's just the reality of working in the cloud right now. Odd things are going to happen. You're going to lose some files. So make sure you are keeping things. Make sure that you have backups. I guarantee you over the course of the semester, you will be rebuilding a website or at least a web page once or twice. Don't get frustrated with it. It's practice, okay? So let's say that I'm not happy with one of these images. I want to go in and delete them. I'm just going to go back to Edit Page. I'm going to scroll down, select this image. It gives me this little bar right here, and I can simply say Remove. Let's try that one more time. The big X. There we go. Now we are down to just one image on the page. I'm going to click Save. So text works exactly like any kind of video, or not video, but any type of text editor like Word or Notepad or what have you. Adding in images, I'm doing that through Insert Image. Let's look at one other thing that we'll be doing this semester, and that is adding in videos. So if I want to embed a YouTube video, which we'll be building later in the semester, that process is to come down to Insert, Video, YouTube, and you simply cut and paste the URL of your video and that location right there, and it will embed the video the same way that it embeds an image, except it's going to be linking from your YouTube site to your Google site. So I'm going to hit cancel on that, and I'm going to save. And there's one more element that we want to take a look at. At the bottom right here is a little component called Add Files. Now, for some reason or another, this isn't always an option on every page. In particular, on your home page, it's not an option. So if you need that option, and it's not showing up at the bottom, because there are several assignments throughout the semester, there are several times that you might be working with a client and you need to share a particular file, or you're collaborating and you want to share files as a team, this is a great way to log and store that data. So to do that, if it's not at the bottom, More, and we're going to go to Page Settings, and you can see right here, Allow Attachments and Allow Comments. On every page that you're building, I want you to turn those two things on. First of all, it's going to allow me to make some suggestions and tips on your projects and on your writing, without actually getting in and editing your page, which I do not want to do. And it's going to allow you to archive and store your files as you go along. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save on that. If I go to the home page and I look at More and Page Settings, you'll notice neither one of those are checked. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn both of those on, save, and it should update the page so that now I can add comments or I can add files. Okay, so really, really simple stuff to do, and it's something you should absolutely be learning, not just for the sake of building a website, but for understanding how this can impact and influence our design thinking. So the last piece that I want to go over is how you can go about getting this website to me, and that's, again, really, really simple. From this home screen right here, I can click once to highlight all of the text up at the top. I'm going to right-click, copy, and now all I have to do is embed that into an email that you're going to send to me. I would strongly recommend, anytime you're building a website for collaboration or the creative process, or to share this with a client, never put advertisements on it. For my 225 class, I will not review any website that has advertisements on it. They're incredibly annoying. Furthermore, I've done some work on building advertisements in Google sites. They do not make you any money. Okay, so it's just sort of wishful thinking on your part. Unless you really want to get into building a specific kind of content, just don't do it. Okay, there are better ways to make informational websites, informational videos, instructional videos, those types of things with advertisements that actually then have some profit potential. Google Sites is not the place to do it because people are not going to click on the ads. It's just as simple as that. So that was a quick overview of building websites. Apply them, use them. If you're in my 225 class again, you will be working in this mode throughout the entire semester.